Whew, we need to talk. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Christina, aka Northwest Reader, and this is kind of a different video for me. It's sort of a weekly wrap-up, weekly, I'll go with one. Weekly wrap-up slash just kind of gonna let you know some stuff. So first off, last week I did film a weekly wrap-up, so I'm gonna intersplice that into this video. So I go over some of, I think I finished only one book. So, yeah.
Flashback.
Last night I finished Nightmare Yearnings by Eric Raglan. I hate that you can see the fingerprints. It drives me crazy. 5 stars. Absolutely phenomenal. Gonna be in my top books of the year. It was so good. It was so good. I wrote up my review. I still want to finish this picture that I have with a bowl to post with my review on my social media and stuff, but each story in this they are all good in their own type of way, and they're all different. They all have different tones. He changed up his style in writing in some of these also, which made it refreshing to read, and like each story refreshing to read, rather. I really liked it. And in the back, he puts story notes, which I'm always a fan of with anthologies. Like, I love it. I love them. I love the insight. I love just knowing more about each story. Once I see that, I'm like, oh, okay, that's like an immediate star for me, because I appreciate the effort and time people put into adding more context or more information about the stories. And then, this is the first time I've seen this, but I've heard people talk about this, the content warnings for each story listed in the back of the book. And I really respect that, because I feel like I got this book way before the whole controversy of the trigger warning, content warning thing. And then people are like, oh, well, if you put them in the books, put them in the back of the book and stuff. And he did that. He's ahead of the curve, if you will. But I will have to say my favorites were Ivory, which is about a woodpecker. Gray Matter, which is about an older gentleman kind of losing his memory, Alzheimer's, yeah, that type of stuff. Under the Hoof, Upon the Horns. It's about Running of the Bulls, I believe is what it's called. My Better Half, which is about one person's sexuality, how they identify. And Smaller. I got a kick out of Smaller because it wasn't what I was expecting. It's just about this guy who is shrinking. And it was kind of funny. It was making me laugh. It was giving me, I don't want to spoil anything, but it was giving me vibes of some 90s films, child films. But yes, loved it. I highly recommend this. So good. It's so imaginative, and they're so cinematic, where while I was reading it, I can just picture it in my mind. And I love those type of books. I just, like, deep down, I love them. And they're just like fever dreams also, a lot of them. So, highly recommend. So, yeah, there's some queer fiction in here. Queer, scary stories that you should check out. So that's all I finished. But this week I want to focus on Double Vision. I was wanting to focus on it this past week, but my Etsy shop and everything kind of threw me for a loop. I was not expecting to get as many orders as I did and as much support as I did. So now that it's like kind of settled a little bit, I want to pick this up again. And I'm also actually buddy reading this with my husband, but it's a parenting book, Love and Logic, for early childhood, practical parenting from birth till 6 years. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I've only read like one chapter. We're reading, I think, a couple chapters at a time, and then talk about it and what we want to adopt from the book. But depending on how far I get with Double Vision, like my physical books, I want to start The Brother's Curse by Christine Germain. I want to start this, at least read the beginning, get the vibe of it and stuff, because it's just been a long time coming. I need to get started. And I also have Mike Thorne's book still, short story collection. Now that I finished Nightmare Yearnings, I feel a little bit better with reading other short story collections because I was mixing them up so bad. But Mike Thorne's, and then I also have some on beta reading, which I'm going to get done pretty quick. And so, also this past week, I got to meet the beautiful and lovely women of Nightworms, because they live fairly close by, so we met up at Starbucks, and Sadie posted this, but I'm going to have a sticker in the September package. I can't wait for you guys, or for you all to see the sticker. I'm excited. So that's what I've been working on, and like just super excited and happy to be out there a little bit more. But Sadie and Ashley were so sweet, and it was just good to get to know them in person. It was fun, but it was good talking with them and meeting them finally. So yeah, friends. But they were generous and they gave me a couple books. I gave them a couple of new bookmarks that I just put on my account, so in my shop. So we exchanged gifts, and they gave me With Teeth by Brian Keene. But now I have another new Keene book, and The Last Final Girl by Stephen Graham Jones. I'm really interested in this. Can't wait to get into these books at some point.
End of flashback.
I am going to show you some book mail I got, some mail I've received. I saw this book, this cover I love. I think it's amazing. So I got it on Amazon, and it's They're Watching by Michael David Wilson and Bob Pastorella. But I just love this cover. I've always enjoyed this cover, and some of the little splats on the back, I recognize the authors, so I don't really want to know a whole lot about it, but I look forward to this. And my pre-order came in for Ali C. I want to say it's her name. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It seems like a lot of people don't know how to. But it's To Offer Her Pleasure, which I absolutely love. I think it's... and the cover is done by, what's his name? Don Noble, which I recently discovered his work, and I really appreciate his style. And yeah, I'm excited to get to this at some point. I really don't know a whole lot about it. I've heard people explain what it's about, but I tried not to pay too much attention because I like going into stuff not knowing anything. So I can't wait to get to it. But look at that cover. Look how beautiful. And of course it's published by Weird Punk Books. So I got a little swag, which I have this bookmark already, but with having a toddler, he gets a hold of all my bookmarks and he destroys them. So that's fun. And then I got this postcard, which I have this book that I won from Jay's, I think his name is Jay's World now. I won it from some contest giveaway. And then Weird Punk Book sticker, which I don't ever get sick of stickers. And then Megan Lucas is so sweet, because I ordered a shirt for it's the Wreck and Review shirt, and the people who produce and printed and shipped out the shirt, they were a little difficult, needless to say, and it took a while to get my shirt, but I eventually did get my shirt, and I just like let her know, like, hey, they're kind of being a pain. So she sent me like, oh, like, I'm sorry you had such a hard time with them, and she sent me stickers from her book, Songbirds and Stray Dogs, which I loved. Like, this needs to be a shirt. I would wear this shirt. Yeah, Jolene, Chuck, Cash, and Charlie. You have to read the book to understand why this just hits me in the feels. Ugh. And I've talked about it before, the book, loving it. So, and then the Wreck and Review stickers, which is gorgeous. So you can probably hear my neighbors are like rebuilding their house, it seems. And I just got out of the shower. So I look like a mermaid in a striped shirt, kind of. Also, which I'm hoping to put on my shop today, I got my Midsommar stickers. They're so shiny. There we go. How pretty. I'm super excited that they came, that they weren't late like the other stickers I ordered before. But yeah, so that's all my book mail and stuff that I got. So some changes are happening. This is gonna get a little serious, so if this makes you feel uncomfortable, you don't have to watch. You can skip ahead. I'm sorry if this makes you feel uncomfortable, but I feel like I've shared some fairly personal stuff with my YouTube channel, especially with vlogs. I vlogged during the time of having a newborn and kind of some of the struggles with that, and then like when my birth mother passed away last year, I talked about that a little bit, and just I've broken down on camera about some books that just like it just brought up so many emotions for me. So yeah, last week I kind of life came to a head, and so I don't drink anymore. I know. And I'm sorry if I make jokes and try to brush it off as funny, because alcoholism isn't funny whatsoever, but it's how I cope and how I can somewhat relay my feelings and not feel 100% uncomfortable, because I do feel uncomfortable, but this is a part of the journey, I guess. So it's been a week since I haven't drank, which I feel like I'm not dismissing or diminishing my achievements or anything like that, but I don't feel any major, like, oh my gosh, changes or anything like that, because I've gone a week without drinking before. I think once I hit the 3-week, 4-week, more than a month, then that'd be, I think then I'll start noticing a big change. But right now, the only change I notice is my OCD is rampant right now. So, and I'm not on any medication or anything like that, which I need to be most likely, because I'm finding myself being manic with things. So, fine. But I just wanted to just share this because I know being sober is going to be a major part of my life. It's a part of me now. And I don't see how I can film and share what I'm reading, because my main source of ingesting information is reading and researching and stuff like that. And I want to read about sober living books and alcoholism books and stuff like that. And before, I've omitted those type of books from my wrap-ups because I just wanted to hide that part of me. But I don't want to do that anymore. Maybe this would help someone who might have a problem also, that wants to read into stuff, and it's not fair to me to just omit that. If you don't want to hear about alcoholism or sober living, I'm not preachy or anything like that, so get that out of your head if that's what you're worried about. I'm not like that. But if you don't want to hear that, you just skip ahead, or you can unsubscribe. I won't take offense to it. I'm fine. I have plenty of people in my life that care and support me, so that's what I care about most. But on that note, yeah, and I feel like also sharing this with you all is important, because I feel like alcohol, it has become rampant for me since the pandemic, essentially, because right before the pandemic, I had a baby, Then 4 months goes by, and then, oh my God, we're in a pandemic. So I am by myself with my husband, of course, but just trying to figure out my identity as a stay-at-home mom, which I've never done before. Being in my mid-30s and trying to raise a kid, and just a whole bunch of, you don't even want to get into that, but a lot. Just trying to be a mom in general is just, and then with my like my family history, it's a lot. So I kind of just slipped into it, and like drinking became a crutch, and it was my only way to feel numb and to escape and stuff like that, which is it's scary for me because I come from a family of alcoholics. My parents, my brother, raging alcoholics. So finally becoming one myself, it's terrifying. It's something I assumed it was going to happen, but I didn't expect it to, or I was hoping it wouldn't. And it's a slippery slope. So on that note, now that I'm not drinking, I'm hoping, because I know it would stunt my creativity, my passions for just creating stuff and reading and doing the things I love to do. So now that I don't, I just feel like I'm hoping I'll want to read more and like do more creative projects and stuff like that. So that's like my main goal, is to just better myself. And I feel like I am taking this, it's a big step for me because, like I said, it's been a crutch of mine for like the last year or two. So it's kind of wild. And also with just feeling so alone and everything like that since the pandemic and stuff. So the horror community, I have to say, has been amazing. So supportive with, like, I just feel like I'm part of a community in some type of way where, like, I'm not, like, we're friends, but we're not, like, actually, like, friends, I guess. Like, I don't know. I'm a little weird about it, I guess, but I consider a lot of the people in the community, like, good acquaintances. And I respect everyone, and just even finding that little bit of community online is, like, super helpful for my sobriety, I feel. So, like, no pressure, horror community, be my friend, or I'm gonna go on a bender. Joking. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. So hopefully now, and also with the drinking, when I would drink even just a little bit, I just did not care to read. And you could tell from how the amount of books I've read when I was going on my little benders, you know, like if I read just one book, or if I was struggling to get through a book, it was probably because I was just drinking too much and don't have the attention span, or I would read and then not remember what I was reading, and that's not a great way to live. Like, for me, I don't like that. So I'm hoping now, being sober, I'll have more to want to read more again and just find my love, like genuine love and passion for reading and creativity and designing and stuff like that again, because it's a lot. So also hopefully I'll be making more videos, because I don't make that many videos, because being hungover and trying to film yourself and then later on trying to edit while hungover isn't fun. Shocking. Or filming while you're drunk and you're just stumbling on your words so much you have to edit so much. Not fun. Doesn't make you want to edit. Doesn't make you want to do this. And I enjoy filming. I have film in my background. Like, I enjoy making media in every type of way. So hopefully with a clear mind I can do this again and enjoy it and make it fun again, because I do miss it. But that is the end of my rambling. Thank you for watching. Hope you stick around. There's probably not going to be a video next week because I'm going away on vacation this weekend, and I'm going to just read. Maybe I will vlog or take some footage to show later. I'm not sure yet, but I need to decompress and not work. So that's what I'm going to do this weekend with my friends. So, and you should check out my Etsy. I have new stuff up there. I'm going to put these Midsommar stickers up there, so they will be available probably for $4. I'm going to stick around that price, free shipping. But again, thanks for watching. Thank you for all your support and just for following along on this crazy life of mine. All right.